Enjoy.
Hello, everybody. And I'm going to start off by asking you a simple question. So, what if I told you that when you could go to the doctor and when you go through the process of being evaluated and treated, that you don't actually get healthier? And we usually trust doctors whenever we go to our local healthcare facility, and they provide us with medicine, and it actually, we take the medicine, it works. We don't really ask any questions about it, right? Because we're talking to healthcare professionals. But and honestly, it saves millions of lives each and every day. So who wouldn't question it? So why so many people have to deal with long-term stress, fatigue, and also and overall just long-term health? So I invite you guys today to talk about what is really missing in healthcare and what should we really ask as a question. So I invite you to talk about the whole person versus the disease. So in the first perspective, it's what really many people think. You go and get evaluated, they do x-rays, like let's say your kidney's failing, all right, cool. And they evaluate your kidney, they say they do tests and examining, and they really focus on that, right? But in reality, they don't really ask you any other external factors, right? Like let's say you're working somewhere, and the chemicals in the air is really kind of what's affecting in your body, but they don't know that because they're not asking you. So National Institutes of Health, they say that they really treat, medicine treats organs and illnesses, and it's a fast treatment, and it saves lives, and it usually, in most cases, it works. And it's a quick fix. No one really says anything, and most people says this is enough. But this is my perspective. My perspective is people should be treated as a whole person and not just by their disease. We go through so many stuff like stress, fatigue, and mental illness as well, because mental illness is a really big part, and it can take a toll on our body. And according to the National Center of Complementary and Integrative Health, they say looking at the whole person is really beneficial to everyone. And it's not really just about body parts, like your organs, your kidneys, or your heart, basic organs. It's more like you as a whole. And also, the World Health Organization also highlights how where people live and where people work also have as a influence on how what they take into their bodies as well. So it kind of brings up to a question how doctors should also ask about external life and external factors as well. So I invite you, as a real life source of evidence, Elio, to tell you about his journey.
When I was a kid, around age 7, I was diagnosed with ADD, which is now known as ADHD. And after that, doctors really didn't check up on me after then. And I'm 18 now, and they still haven't checked up on me. I don't even know if it's in the records or anything, but yeah. Kind of treated me for when I was a kid, and then that was kind of it.
Yeah. So as you can see, this also applies to us as well. We're becoming young adults, and I feel like we should take this way more serious than what we are doing right now. So in our daily routine, staying up late, stress with school, and even practice as well, with physicals and whatnot. So it doesn't really seem serious, but in the moment, I feel like it adds up and builds up over time. So as my conclusion, instead of choosing both sides, which one to support, I feel like we should combine this overall and try to combine these ideas into one. Because yes, you should still treat the disease and the person, but you should also look at external factors as well. Imagine a life where healthcare isn't just a straightforward situation, but more of like a pathway where you trust your doctor and trust what they're doing with you. So I invite you to take action as well. Take action within your own health and your own habits. And also to my future healthcare professionals, make sure you ask questions and get more intention, and as you go through with your journey, just make sure you're intentional with your patients. Thank you.
Feedback for Sierra. Really.
I like how she classmates perspective.
That was awesome. What else?
I like the examples that she used and explained it really well to people who don't know anything about healthcare.
She had her opinions more straight and she had her knowledge too.
Yep. Awesome job. Thank you for the feedback and for sharing with her.